Yo, 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 it's your man with the plan, Lars here. Here, reacting to something a little different. People know I do not often react to other people's content, but I saw a few clips of this video circulating, and I was like, man, this is actually a video I would actually like to react to by JaidenAnimations. I sent a few clips to my mom, and she was like, oh my god, this is so relatable. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to react to the whole thing. I feel like being a little different today. So, let you know, for now, I'm not going to be heavy on reacting to other people's stuff, but this is something that I probably definitely want to do. And if there's anything else that you would think I would like to react to, just let me know down below, because it's a new for me. Normally, I just react to gaming and nerd stuff, but, you know, Jade is a nerd, I'm a nerd. That's as closest connection you're going to give to nerd stuff. So, other than that, let's get started. I might pause every once in a while, but I think I might watch it all the way through, see how the flow goes.
A while ago, I went to the bank to get a new debit card. I walked in.
Oh, geez, good luck with that.
Can I help you? And
Good luck
I
with
said,
that.
I'd like a new debit card, please. Her face scrunched a bit, and then she replied, let me see what I can do. Would you take a seat for a moment? I sat in the
That's
lobby
crazy,
chair
because
for-
so fun fact now, banks like to hold onto your money now. A lot of people don't know about that. That banks are they love holding onto your money now. They basically if you can only like take $500 at a time. If you take any more than that out, they basically ask you why, for your own security, which is true, but at the same time they basically deny you from your money if you pay for anything in cash. And so basically they're basically holding control of your money, and basically what the system is basically saying is that they want you to pay everything with your card, check, or with, you know, anything that's already in the system. They don't want you taking money out, which is crazy.
30 minutes, assuming that she was doing everything in her power to get me a new debit card. And when the lady finally
Highly
came
doubt
back,
she was.
she
Highly
simply
doubt she
said,
was.
No, we don't do that.
Yep, that sounds right.
But you're the bank. For the longest time, I've been tossing around this little thought. I don't know if it's just me, but it kind of feels like the world around us doesn't quite work anymore. At least.
And that's not crazy. I mean, that's not crazy, because the best thing is like, it seems like everything is so convenient that it's now not convenient, if that makes sense. It's almost like everyone so used to it being convenient, when anything deviates from what's normal in the system and you need something changed, or you have some type of error somewhere, it's like nobody knows what to do ever. Like, they don't know how to do anything ever, and it's crazy.
Compared to, say, a decade ago, it seems like everything has gotten less efficient, and dare I say,
it's like companies just threw their hands up and was like,
anytime
everything's
I go out to
automated,
get something
they'll
done,
handle it,
I come back 3
and then
hours later
the
with
workers in
nothing
between don't know what to
accomplished and
do.
a fresh desire to punch a wall. I've tried to gaslight myself out of it. Maybe I'm overreacting here. Humans have always been flawed creatures, so of course it's doomed
Jaden over
to
here
bleed
with the
into
Pokemon
construction
XD
of
and
our
Coliseum
society.
soundtrack.
But I just keep thinking back to those 30 useless minutes in that bank chair, and I simply don't believe it. You're not gonna convince me that a bank has always been incapable of giving people new debit cards.
But that's the thing. I think that's one thing. I don't know if she's going to go into that, and I know Jaden doesn't go in controversies or anything like that. But I don't believe I believe it's not on purpose. I mean, I believe it's on purpose, because it's one of those things where if you struggle hard enough, you'll basically give up at some point, and they get to keep your money in the bank, and they don't have to worry about a whole bunch of people withdrawing out the bank, because that was a big thing that happened when there was financial stability in the Great Depression. Everyone just kind of like took their money out the bank, and the bank was like, well, we're not really a bank because there's nothing in the vaults. And ever since then, they've always been kind of stingy about it, but they're really bad about it now.
And also that it took 30 minutes to tell me something has changed. It really dawned on me when I watched the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode Dennis Takes a Mental Health Day, where Dennis tries to have
never
a normal,
watched Always
relaxing
Sunny in
day,
Philadelphia.
but is faced with inconveniences at every corner that spike.
Granted, I don't watch a lot of TV
Highly recommend
or any
watching.
TV
The whole
shows
show is
or XTV
phenomenal,
shows
but that
or Netflix
specific
shows
episode
or any
was
shows that
so
matter. Maybe a little bit of
real
anime.
and truly made me process things are getting less efficient.
Oh,
and it's not just in my head. First of all, like the episode addressed, everything needs a goddamn app now.
I saw this part.
Air filters, light bulbs. I bought the cats a new automated litter box, and guess who now has a litter box app on her phone to get it to even turn on?
I don't have this problem because I don't buy anything. I don't buy that many things that can
always clunky and confusing.
Connect to apps. I just don't have that problem.
Like you can part the Red Sea.
My mom does though.
When more often than not, I'm stuck trying to connect it to the device in the first place. When was the last time you bought a new anything and had it completely set up and working within 5 minutes of unboxing it? At this point, if my Wi-Fi goes out, every electronic in my house becomes a useless block of metal because
that's crazy. You know, I go out my way not to have things that are essential to have to connect to the internet. That's probably why.
Linked to my email, a subscription service, and on top of it all, they sell all the information I hand over against my will to random other companies so they can send me stupid junk mail.
You know what my least favorite thing of all time is? When you sign up for something in your phone with your phone number, and then you start getting a few more spam calls than you used to. You're like, that pisses me off. And the subscription service thing pisses me off when it's something I really don't want to pay for continuously. I really don't like Adobe. I'd rather spend $300 and $400 on Adobe right now than have to have a subscription for the past, how many years on my channels? For the past 8 years I've had my channel. I had to pay into Adobe, and that's at least $20 to $30. And I got a discount originally because I was in college. Oh my goodness gracious. We can go on all day.
When did unchecking the signing up for online newsletters and discounts just not work anymore? Every single time I buy something online, I make sure to not sign up for the website's stupid email notifications. And what do I find fresh in my inbox when I wake up the next morning? Check out this month's wacky deals.
They do that. Honestly, these don't bother me because if this is a good deal, I don't care.
Just straight up refused to play music. After troubleshooting for 5 minutes, it turned out I needed to download a software update.
So I don't really have this problem. I don't have this problem.
Perfectly normal before the update. Sure, fine. The features now. But for some reason, the
anything with cars, I work in a certain industries and certain things where my car is provided. And that stuff is already set up for me.
I spent thousands of dollars on a car
for now.
For it to randomly not be able to perform a task cars have been able to do for the past 70 years.
Ooh,
I do like
anyone hear about that time that Buick?
Anyone
hear about the time that Buick had that heating seat thing? That was the craziest thing, even for me that I've seen. My cars are pretty much set up for me, but I saw that. I think was it Buick? It was a Buick. Sorry, it was BMW. BMW had that heated seat thing. And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. You have to pay for heated seats. That's crazy.
And it's great not having to go to the gas station. But let's not pretend the car has to be a computer now. I got one of those modern tech cars that made the innovative choice to remove all the physical buttons and knobs and put every single basic feature into the car's giant touchscreen. Before getting it, I didn't think that would affect my experience too much. I thought,
because it's Teslas, it just...
I normally don't fiddle with the buttons all the time anyway,
they're built
but now I have to
not
deal
the
with
best.
Like
in my opinion, I've seen friends like bumpers fall off and stuff.
Compartment because it has no latch. I have to speak into the car microphone, open glove compartment, and every single time it opens the charging port. Didn't think about that one before buying. Also, when I do need to do something while driving, it feels way more unsafe than I initially realized. They didn't even.
I need to see a Tesla one of these days just to see what the features are like. I've got to hear one of these days.
While paying attention.
We're gonna get into one. I've only gotten to one in an Uber.
Wrong, because I'm neither an engineer or car specialist. But that feels stupid.
I'm apparently, a big GM guy.
Enough people started complaining about the lack of buttons in high-tech cars, so they started putting them back in, which now puts into question these experts making these decisions in the first place. What do you mean thousands of people had to say using a giant iPad while driving is unsafe before they were like, you know what? these people might be onto something. A few weeks
So
after
fun fact, because I have GM cars all the time,
on glass
I don't really like.
go to urgent care. So
I
Jacob
don't.
and I
The
hopped
safety
in,
features are
and
crazy.
as
They don't
we
let you do
started
shit in that
driving
car
down the
without
neighborhood,
looking
the
at the road for
screen
like
got
10
covered
minutes,
with
for like at least a
software
minute.
update required. Thinking it was a simple fix, Jacob pulled
Wait,
off
car?
to the side
Wait,
of
wait,
the
whoa, whoa,
road
whoa,
and
whoa.
clicked download.
Wait, cars have software updates that you have to do yourself? That the car, dude, I think the last car that had a software update I've been in, you have to be parked. Unless they're doing that right now. And I don't even think, I haven't been in a car with a software update in like years. Because even my car, even my non-company car is a Chevrolet Cruze that I used to have. And I don't even think, that was way before they had software updates. I don't think I've ever had a software update pop up on my screen.
To which the car completely locked and became
So one time I got a Chevy. I mean, not a
download.
Chevy, a Ford for my car. I don't think that happened
45
either.
minutes. I ended up having to call an Uber to go to urgent care, despite owning a fully functioning car. Lesson learned, I suppose. They got me again. Also, I don't know how a car can download a software update on the side of the road and not in my own goddamn garage. It all just feels so dumb. Nothing feels like it's checked to make sure the customer has a half-decent user experience anymore, because companies think slapping an app together makes something high-tech enough to get away with slop. And on top of it all,
so that's not true. They do that on purpose. They can piecemeal, so they can piecemeal it's literally how they do with video games. Video games predicted the future. It's like how they piecemeal content. It's not even that you need an app to use it. It's just that they don't want anyone pirating anything. They don't want anyone having anything out of the system. They don't want anyone like messing with anything outside of what they see. So they're going to make sure everything's connected to their systems, even a little shitty app that they make you download. That's normally what I figured I've seen.
Everything is a subscription service. Why can't I simply buy my stupid computer car and have it come with the tech that's already built into it? Subscribe to be able to connect to the internet. Subscribe to enable auto steering. For a while, we're thinking about turning the seat warmers into a subscription. The heating coil is already in the car that I bought. Just leave us alone. Imagine pitching to someone 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the car you bought? Yeah, it's all
yeah.
yours.
It's like we've been kind of indoctrinated into a lot of this crap,
so
like slowly.
Like
we've been indoctrinated in it.
Own them, and you need to pay money every month to keep using them, and they're bad. Businesses.
Exactly. It's like we've been indoctrinated into like give it like slowly like like into this weird culture where it was like, oh, we got you something really good. And then they take it away and they give you something bad in exchange. You're like, okay. And now you're like dependent on this product, like a fiend.
Have always prioritized profit. That's never changed. I'm not upset about that. But at least in the past, they had to, in good faith, offer something that actually did the shit it was advertised to do. Now they just go, oh damn, we can give less and charge more? Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, the capitalism this day and age is worse than it usually is.
Store, and I said,
you know businessmen and businesses are bad, but they're worse than usual.
Routers here. You need to go online and ask customer service to send you one.
Yo, is that freaking gold chip?
Jacob decided they wanted to get a phone upgrade.
Dude,
excuse me.
I gotta say, Jaden and Jacob living together. I know they're not about that life, but they definitely got the vibe. You know what I'm saying? they got a good vibe.
To your house. We went to the internet and phone store and left with no internet and no phone. What are the employees being paid to do at that point? What's the point?
Well, that's the problem. You're giving the employees less to do, and then they're going to replace with more AI, which the AI stuff is like, it's crazy. They can give you more AI stuff like into your products, into like customer service and stuff. But then when the AI can't help you, the customer service reps are so untrained for these weird inconsistencies because they aren't doing their job all the time. It's like a catch-22. You want your employees not to be tired doing their job all the time, getting called by these crazy customers. But at the same time, doing the job gives you experience. It is like, oh, no one knows how to do anything, or I have to get the AI or my supervisor's approval. That'll take like 3 to 5 days. You're like, shit, man. Okay, crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like the AI made people lazier and or made work more like not adequate, like it doesn't flow as well.
In any of it, I get that a lot of shopping has shifted to online, but I really miss simply having the option to go to the store. They're becoming empty husks with a logo on top. Also, excuse me, but I need to ask customer service to buy a router? Just let me exchange my money for the item that you very obviously sell. Anytime
That's
I'm told
SpongeBob.
I need to contact
Here's
customer
money,
service,
and I will give
consider
you
it
the
a large
money.
battle. Nothing exists in this world that is worth descending
I am making
the
a
trenches
purchase.
that is a customer service phone call.
Oh,
Companies
God.
have put it together that if they make everything inconvenient and frustrating, set up enough cryptic hoops to make people jump through, waste as much time as possible, people will just give
Oh, she
up.
said it.
And they
Okay.
don't have to deal
Okay,
with
she
it.
said
It's
it.
sick. Once I needed to call a
People just
plumber
give up.
who was only allowed to
I was like,
go
is she
through a
going to where I
very
think she's going to? I'm like, yes, she
specific
is.
company for the service. So I called in, sat on hold for 40 minutes, as to be expected, and finally got connected to someone. Hello, what can I help you with today? Hi, I was calling to make a service appointment. All right, sounds good. I'm gonna check our calendar.
The peach drawing is
and
kind of
call
fire.
back with our
That's like my
availability.
favorite outfit from Mario Kart World.
Okay, thank you. And so I waited for 2 days, and she never called me back. So of course,
So
I
your sink
called
must have
back,
just been
sit on
busted,
hold
not
for
like
another
it wasn't
40
like
minutes
flooding
and
the
try
house, was
again.
it?
Hello, what can I help you with today? Hi, I'm calling to make a service appointment. I called before, but no one called me back, so I wanted to follow
That's like
up.
my second thing. I've got this is like my complaining episode too. My biggest thing is that these day and age people want your business, but this day and age, this day and age people apologize. The previous day, back in the day, people wanted your service so much that they were calling you to follow up with you and your money and your business. But now the businesses are like, oh, if we just charge more and take less people, then we don't give a about who we get. We just get a few customers and we're Gucci. And now it's like you have to follow up with for your stuff that you're paying for to the people that like oh my god, why do I have to remind you that I'm about to pay you my rent? And why do I got to remind you that I paid my rent to you? You are the one with the money that I gave you. Or why do I have to the appointment that you have that you want my money for? That's crazy.
On that. Okay, let me check. We're available in a month at 7 a.m. Oh,
God.
Okay, are there no other
Dude, doctor's
times
offices are just
available?
as bad
Yep.
too. Like, if you're not part of a doctor's thing, they're like, oh, when can I see you?
7 a.m.
6
Thank
months
you
later.
very
I'm like,
much.
shit.
Awesome. Exactly what I wanted. A month comes and goes, and the day before the appointment, I get a call from the plumbing company. Hello, I'm calling to let you know the person that was scheduled to do your service appointment is sick and will have to cancel it. Okay. When's the next available appointment? In 2 weeks?
Ugh,
Okay,
I feel that one.
thank you. At this point, I was fuming, right?
That
How
animation's
hard could it
clean,
be
though.
to
The
get a very
animation is
specific
clean.
company to provide a service they forced me to use them for? Well, get this. I woke up the next morning at 10 a.m. because I didn't have to wake up early anymore, looked at my phone, and saw a single missed
Oh no,
call
they didn't
from,
tell
of
the
course,
driver.
the plumbing company. Hello, the
Oh,
plumber arrived at the
no.
location this morning at 6 a.m., but left because no one was home. Please call back to reschedule. Thank you. Guys, I can't even write into words what I was feeling.
I didn't
that
get to
moment,
see that. I didn't
because
see
if
that
I
part.
did, this would be the last video of my career. A single service appointment.
I saw
is
this
all
part
I
right here.
ask. For my sink that is dissolving at this point. Also, we're completely brushing over the fact they arrived an hour early for the
Oh.
appointment, so I would have missed it anyway.
See, I would have
And
caught
just
that though.
like that,
I would have caught
It
that.
was all back at square one.
I would have caught that.
And you know
Because
what?
I'm always up early.
I
Like
gave
super
up.
early.
Congratulations, plumbing company. You won! The trophy? My sink is broken. I was justifiably feeling upset, so I wanted to go out and get myself those Pillsbury Halloween cookies with the pumpkins and ghosts on them
Oh.
because it was the season.
I don't remember those
looked
coming in
online to
boxes.
see if the grocery store had them, and the website said, in stock, confirmed in the past hour. So I got dressed,
No. It's in
drove
this video,
over,
so I'm guessing that
and
wasn't
lo and
there, was
behold,
it?
The store had 0
Oh,
Halloween cookies.
shit.
I did the same charade 2 more times until I just went home and cried. What's the point anymore? Really, my car doesn't work. The stores don't work. The litter box needs Wi-Fi. I'm just so tired. We're doomed to be wrung of every single dollar we have. Cursed to scroll endlessly on social media because it's evil now. It's nothing good
That's the
anymore.
crazy part. It's so many of these things worked perfect. It's called either it's between over optimization and people trying to overcharge. It's like the people in charge are over optimizing, overcharging, and then thinking that they personally know how to run things. Like you run a company, but you don't know how to design an app. Why are you telling the people who design an app how to design an app? That's why it's shit. And I feel like these people are just like, oh, let's charge this high price for this. And I wanted this movie or this app to be like this. And I want nothing else. And we're like, sir, that doesn't work well. The CEO will be like, well, I don't care. I want it to be like this. And then over optimizing is like, okay, I don't need AI to respond to me. Just give me a person. Nope, AI is more responsive. But how about this really special case? Well, go through these different 200 forms to like figure this out before we go to an actual freaking person. It's like, okay, if it's too much, it's too much. Just give me what I need. Give me what I need, and I'll do what I gotta do. And it's like everything. It's like people in charge have a lot more say than they used to, even more than they used to. And it's ruining, it's like enshittifying everything, bro.
We're being left behind over here, and no one can do anything about it cares. I don't want to get too doomer in the silly animated YouTube
It's
video.
not doomer, it's just being realistic,
A bit of reality started to seep in there between the funny little stories. Quickly, I'm going to talk about things that do spark joy in my life. There's been an influx of people going back to old tech as a way to...
So I don't have to do this. I've seen people do this. I don't have to do this. I like new stuff.
Also in that boat. A while back, I started playing on my old 3DS, and something about using a classic handheld rewires my brain in the best way. Being all bundled up with your DS, no second monitor content, maybe some snacks, it feels like my mind gets to heal from the constant rot, cleansed from the addicting flashing colors and stimuli.
I don't have this problem.
Another way I heal from the evils is by seeing all of my best
like I don't have to go back to old stuff.
Going out and being
friends, what are those?
The medicine
not like all of them betrayed me.
Not joking. No matter how much the world breaks me down, a good hangout with friends to vent and blow off steam really does take the edge off. And getting to turn annoying moments that piss you off into something
is that Mangs or whatever his name is?
A great way
I think
to
one of
laugh
them
it
is
off
Mangs.
and just move on. I'm sure many other people have their own ways to break free from the ever-looming capitalist clutches, but overall, I've just been trying to go back to basics, depend on things less, not constantly overwhelm my senses. I think it's unfortunate that a lot of us have gotten to the point where we need to police ourselves in what
I
we
agree with this. I agree with this.
Be the most addictive little parasite ever created by humans with no empathy. But until the pendulum eventually swings back,
like
the
it does
other way,
suck
it
that
is
like
possible to break out of the bubble. And if you've been feeling similarly to me,
you have
I
to
recommend
like
giving it a
limit
try.
some of the things
In
you love
meantime, even
because
though
they found out the
everything
things
feels
you
like a
love and they're like
I suppose it does
making the
make
things
for
you love
funny stories
addictive.
to
That's
share.
crazy that they do that now.
I didn't realize I scripted 2 different complaining videos in a row.
It's
really
alright. I
sorry
watched the
about
other
that. I
one
didn't mean to.
already.
It comes across-
But yeah, it is crazy that like we have to like avoid some of the stuff that we like. Like I like gacha games. But it's like, okay, I like Genshin. I like Honkai Star Rail. I like ZZZ. And they're like, okay, how about we make every kind of game you like a gacha? And you're like, shoot, okay. I mean, I at some point I gotta call it quits. And I like getting everything, and I like getting everything in a gacha too. So because I like having new features in my games. I love it when a game upgrades, and that you get a new character, it upgrades, or like anything like that. And it sucks that you have to like limit yourself, or even Pokemon cards, and a lot of all this stuff. It's like everything is randomized. Everything is like randomized, expensive, and then they're like, if you don't spend money on it, they're like, okay, now it's dead. You like Star Fox? We made the game bad and we put all these microtransactions in it and you guys didn't like it? Okay, we just won't do Star Fox anymore. You're like, no. You don't, we still want the thing, just make it better. They're like, well, if we can't do all this crazy shit with it, then we don't want it. it's such a crazy time we live in when it comes to like, it's like these are like most of these are first world problems, but they're first world problems that they like stack on top of like real genuine problems. There's a lot of hatred and a lot of crazy shit going on right now, and then they add all the like they make everything a first world problem. It's like when everything's a problem, it's now like now it's a third world problem. Whatever. I mean, I don't think hopefully that's not like a bad saying. I'm just saying, because they always say first world because they're trying to compare it to a third world problem. I'm like, it is almost a third world problem if everything don't work the way it's supposed to, and it's almost draining the life force out of you every single time you have to do it, and they force you to do it. Like, oh, to get paid, I'm going to have to, you're going to have to do all this crazy hoops and flippy dips, and if you don't do it, you don't get paid. Well, I can't, but you're like, well, I have to go take my kids to school. Well, you better have somebody else take your kids to school so you can do this thing. You're like, okay. You just like get to just relax. What I do is that I'm a little terminally online when it comes to Twitter, but normally it's just because my Twitter, here's what you do. You can get off of everything. That's fine too. But what I do is that you put a many keywords to block. You block any kind of content you do not like. I don't mean like not being informed. You can be informed a little bit. You can listen to like some American news every once in a while, but make that, just do like one 30-second, let's say 30 minutes a week. Just catch up on everything if you need to. And then this, whoosah. And all I have is my computer and my phone. Everything else I have is Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I have a whole bunch of books over there. I have a whole bunch of, I just play games. I play games of all kinds. And I try to not play multiplayer games. Sometimes take time to like play things that aren't connected to other people that you don't know. That's like a big thing of mine, because the thing is that you're sharing people's energy with you. People's energy is all over the place, and not engaging with people sometimes, especially in this time when things are like this and people have all these strong opinions, is the best for you. You feel like your best friend or your girlfriend is good to be hang around, but if they are like always stressed, or they talk about, I don't know, the president of the United States or the president of Japan or China or whatever they talk about, and they're stressing out, you will get that energy. That energy will go into you, and you get that energy, and then you hold on to it, and it'll compound with everything else you're going. And so it'll be that one thing that tips you over when everything goes to shit. So I would always recommend you to limit your interactions with people. You can have a social media app, but if all you do is look at cute cat videos or like as anime titties or something, then it works out for you. That's what my opinion is. And I like this video a lot. I hope I didn't talk through it too much. This is my first time reacting to somebody else's content. Normally I'm not talking over people. So it's a different experience for me, and I kind of like it. But like I said, something to change the pace. Tell me what you think about this video down below. And I hope you guys enjoy, and hit the thumbs up or thumbs down button. I do mostly video game content, Genshin, gacha games, RPGs, Nintendo, Sega, Sony, Square Enix. If you want any of that kind of content, this is the place. All right, everybody. I'll see you next video on the stream. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
What are you search for? Send this before like nothing. That's your sicky imagination, pure illusion, escaping from the hole without a female.